Yesterday, while I was preparing this message, there was this words of encouragement for someone that came to me. I believe the Lord reminds me of it, which I would like to share with you. Before I go into the full sermon, I would like you to take heed of those words. And it's a story of two sisters. I believed they are not born again. One was a prostitute. I use the word prostitute because she slept with someone who is not her husband, someone who she is not legally married to, someone who God did not recognize as her husband, and men do not recognize. And she has a younger sister who copies her. That younger sister was not interested before, but because, her elderly sister, she's making stuff like money on after doing stuff like that, committing adultery. She has some stuff, which I use the word stuff for because she earns money from it and other things which she got. Then the younger sister felt like, she also want to enjoy, like the word we use today, you want to flex, you want to be free, you want to do the same thing. But unfortunately for the younger sister, after a couple of months of doing it, she has AIDS. She was tested positive for AIDS, HIV. And here in Africa, when you hear the word HIV, it's like a death sentence. It's like when the court says this person is sentenced to death penalty. Sentenced to death. And unfortunately for her, just to cut the story short, that was how she ended her lives. She died of HIV. She died of AIDS. Just because she compared herself with someone who is her sister. And that's why, brethren, listen to this word this morning. Never compare yourself with your loved ones. Never compare yourself with anybody, your loved ones, your mentors, your teacher, anybody. But I can tell you, compare yourself with those who through faith and patience obtain the promise. But anything else, never do that, because I can tell you destruction is what will end such person. Like the story I share with you. That was how that sister lost her life. She lost it. And the fortunate part for that sister, who is a prostitute, later give her life to Christ. I'm never sure either the one who died of HIV has the opportunity to also give her life to Christ. But the one who was committing adultery, she never has AIDS or HIV, but later she gave her life to Christ. So, brethren, I believe one of the reasons, I know it's going to be making a lot of meaning.